Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of the Vision Communication series of ELFORUM. Thank you to IIM Calcutta Innovation Park and Lean HCM for facilitating this. Today, I have an exciting young entrepreneur who has made this journey in the world of sustainability and product development. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the guest of this episode, Barsha Sharma. Hello, Barsha. Welcome to the show.
Hello, sir. Thank you so much for inviting me for the show.
My pleasure. And as I was sharing with you, we are doing this series along with a number of entrepreneurs like yourself, the northeast part of India. And all of us are very keen and curious to hear your story. So I think maybe we can start off by you telling a little bit about yourself and your team and your organization and a little bit about your firm. How big is it? How many number of people you have? Just to give us a sense of what kind of an organization is Ezaar Collective. Over to you, Barsha.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So my name is Barsha Sharma and I am from Guwahati, Assam. And I had a corporate career of 14 years in Delhi. And then after I decided that I wanted to come to my native place and do something here and, start something in the from the grassroots level. So after working here for some time in the entrepreneurial ecosystem, I saw that fabric waste is an issue also in Assam, because Assam is one of the largest manufacturers of handloom in the country, and this handloom, unlike other handloom, is very rich in terms of handloom waste. I'm saying is very rich in terms of textile yarn. So that idea came to me that why not upcycle this handloom waste into something of great use on a regular basis, something very functional. So hence Ezaar Collective, my startup was born in 2023, and it's a small setup right now. We have around 8 to 10 people, out of which 6 to 7 are artisans who are working on our designs, on our day-to-day production. Then there is also we have a production coordinator who helps us in the bulk orders and these kind of designs. And also we have social media interns who helps us in our social media content and all. And then of course we have our operational assistant who looks after our day-to-day operations, and then the extended network of artisans beyond those 6 to 8 whom we work on the basis of the work which we get. Like for example, on a regular basis we have our own set of artisans, but if we get a big order or a bulk order, then we also reach out to our extended set of artisans. So it's a very small structure as of now, but we are hoping to grow.
Excellent. That sounds great. And I think that's a great start, Barsha. So Barsha, this, as you know, this is something that what I'm talking about right now is about vision and vision communication, right? So what comes to your mind when I say the word vision? What is it that comes to you? I'd like to hear your thoughts.
So when it comes to vision, so it's a mental picture of the larger future where we want to be, what we want to create through our organization, what kind of impact we want to create is the larger mental picture, I would say, which will also help us in today's time, the decision making, then prioritizing our work, and also what kind of actions we want to take on a regular basis. So it's not what we do and what we create, but it is what kind of impact we are going to create in the future is the vision for me, right? Because we have a very clear objective that we want to minimize fabric waste, and in the larger, let's say in the next 5 years or 10 years down the lane, there are two objectives very clear. One is the like the fabric waste, minimizing the fabric waste, and second is the empowerment of artisans in Northeast India, and also being able to touch lives. So these are the three parameters in which we kind of want to kind of see tangible results in the next 5 to 10 years. And that's where our vision lies, basically.
Very good. Excellent. So, have you applied any unique methods to communicate this vision to your team? And if so,
Of course.
What are these methods?
So, very specific methods actually. One is the art of storytelling. Like, there are two ways of storytelling. One is to our customers who are buying our products. Because they need to know from where this product has been created, what is the impact this product is going to make, because it's an eco-friendly product. And also to our artisans, the storytelling as a cultural anchor, that if they are also doing a good deed, because they are mostly uneducated, they are not like they don't have they have skills, but they are not educated. So they need to know that through their work they are impacting the environment in a larger way. So those kind of storytelling methods we use in both our production process as well as our selling process. And then of course giving them the power to create, rather than, it is not like a top down instructions which we follow. It is also to help, also to involve artisans to take their own decisions, make their own products, make mistakes but learn from them. And then of course the smaller wins, and celebrating the smaller wins and celebrating the milestones. Like for example, recently we did a CSR project for Oil India, where they had given us fabric waste of their employees, employees who were trying to throw away their old clothes, which we converted into different types of bags. So our artisans also have to be celebrated, because they had converted this waste into utility products which the client is right now using. So those kind of things and these kind of methods which we regularly kind of implement on our day-to-day basis.
Excellent. So Barsha, you are working with a very unique workforce, right? You're working with artisans. So they are not really people who have been formally trained, I'm assuming, going through a business school or going to an engineering school, right? So I'm very happy to hear your storytelling approaches and a different, unique approaches. Have these approaches helped you align your artisans to your vision? If so, how do you know that they have aligned? Do you have any evidence of that?
So the first is deep emotional connection. Connection with the products they are making, with the impact they are creating. So once we start the storytelling, they know that there is a deeper emotional connect, and since we don't believe in the top down instruction thing, so there is shared ownership of outcomes. So they also take ownership of what they are creating, and also which improves their productivity and also helps in the innovation of the product. Like for example, if I am giving an artisan the free hand to create something, before I create the final product, I tell her that you do your permutation combination, you do your thing, and maybe something better would come out of it. So once they do, they know that innovation, they can innovate, which is for them is a great learning experience, which improves their productivity. And that also helps in lower attrition rate, because these artisans who have been working with me have been working with me. They have not left any, last 2 years I've been working with the same artisans, they have not left the organization. And also, there is because we, as I said, that we celebrate the small wins and the milestones, so there is a strong team bond. So these are the tangible results I feel is quite visible through the unique methods which we have adapted.
Lovely. It is so important. So can you say that your team is intrinsically motivated?
Come again, sir.
I said, can you safely say that your team is intrinsically motivated?
Yes, definitely.
Wonderful. So the motivation comes that they are emotionally connected, they feel a shared ownership, and they're, that kind
Yes.
of they're excited about the
And in
outcome.
future, we are planning to give equity to these artisans, in the organization itself. So that's also, I don't want to, I don't want to only empower them by giving them wages, or they should have equity in the organization also, which will help them in creating things, as their own. So they will feel that this is an organization which is, they have an ownership, whatever the equity would be in the future. But that is the plan going forward.
That's wonderful. I'm so happy to hear this. I'm so energized to hear the positive, energy that you carry in your organization. And like all good things, there'll also be some challenges, right? One has challenges that one has to worry about. What kind of challenges have you faced, and have they come in the way of aligning your organization? Have there been any such challenge?
Yes, there has been many challenges because of the geographical location which we are currently in. First is here in Assam, primarily artisans are very skilled in handloom production, but they're not skilled in making products like stitching and all. So that has been a major challenge to refine their skill sets, because you don't have artisans who have stitching skill sets. So that is one, because most of the artisans here in clusters, primarily where artisans are there, they are only doing handloom, they are producing handloom, they are good in production of handloom, but they don't know, because we are in the manufacturing of bags, so we need people who can stitch. So those kind of challenges are there, and also limited resources and funds, which I am a bootstrap company right now. And because of that, I have not been able to give them proper equipments or infrastructure which will help them to kind of elevate their products even more. So that is another challenge. Then, of course, sometimes what happens is that because their financial needs are so strong, that they don't prioritize they prioritize the short-term benefits than the longer long-term benefits. Like, they think that, okay, fine, they don't see it in the long-term perspective. If I stay in this organization, as of now, I have not faced it like directly, because all these artisans have been with me, but with my extended artisanal workforce, I have seen that you need to motivate them on a regular basis, so that they don't just see the short term benefits, like financial benefits, but also the long term benefits which they eventually will get if they are associated with us for a longer time. So those kind of challenges, and of course the geographical challenge is always there, because we are in this part of the place where logistic is an issue. It takes a lot of time to kind of get the raw material to this place, and then make the production, and then if we get an order outside Assam, then again the logistic thing plays. And lastly, I would say balancing growth with social impact, because mine is more of a social impact organization. So balancing it with sales, like to have hardcore, like a proper sales organization, where, like, you have numbers which you want to achieve. So I sometimes, as a founder, I kind of find myself in a very tricky situation, that what should I be prioritizing? Should I be prioritizing the impact part, where I am actually doing some tangible impact on the environment, on the social and a social impact also, but have not been able to achieve those kind of financial revenue, which I think is important.
Got it. No, I think all of them are very valid, and one has to be worried about these challenges. But I think I am very excited the way you are going about it, and I think building a sustainable and building a business where you're trying to balance between the public good and keeping in mind that profits are also important, is definitely a very you got to walk that fine balancing act, I guess. I really thank you for your time, Barsha. It was a joy speaking with you. And needless to say,
Thank
I'd like
you, sir.
welcome, and please do join our ELFORUM podcast, the group on LinkedIn, which is basically meant for entrepreneurial leaders like you. We do bring in
Sure.
speakers like you, and we also have more ambitious plans to do some research projects with you to understand behavior of entrepreneurial leaders and how we could help them become better leaders. So your participation will be most welcome. Please do join us.
Sure.
And thank you for your time. And I wish you and Ezaar Collective all the very best. Stay in touch.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for inviting me.
Thank you very much.
Like, share, and subscribe to the EL Forum channel.